have so much to catch up on. I've been kind of in a funk. We'll get into it. This is my new bike. Hello, good morning. It's actually pretty much noon now. I spent the day in bed watching Gilmore Girls. It's Saturday, so cozy Saturday fall vibes. I usually never lean into the fall obsession, but I've been like really craving fall this year. I must have been influenced by all of the fall content that started on like September 1st, even though the first day of fall wasn't until September 22nd, but you know, I'm not out here pointing fingers. I'm gonna be a little bit chatty this morning. I feel like I have so much to catch up on. I've been kind of in a funk. We'll get into it. I'm gonna do my makeup as well. If you want to skip all the chatty stuff and just get into like the more fun vlog portions, I'll just put a timestamp you can skip. Yeah, I feel like life lately has been me constantly stressing, not getting anything done, constantly having a headache due to the stress, and constantly being tired. I don't know, just like the biggest funk of my life. Let me walk you through some of the like career stuff and some stuff that I've been thinking about for YouTube. For career, this is like the biggest stressor of my life. I have three main options. Every day, I second guess myself. All of this like indecisiveness and kind of lack of belief in myself really has been very debilitating.
The fact that I keep second guessing what I'm gonna go for, there's like many reasons that I do that, but at the end of the day, what it's leading to is just me being unsure of every single thing. So I spent a lot of days in this huge funk of not feeling confident about how I'm spending my day. Now the pressure of succeeding is really on, since it's all on my shoulders. I feel the constant stress of needing to use my time wisely. I am really scared of failing. And what that means for how I identify myself. I realized that with YouTube too. As soon as people started figuring out that I'm a YouTuber, I put a lot of pressure on myself to not make bad content, which then added this layer of perfectionism and made me go slower and miss uploads so much over the last few months. That kind of also translates over to like software engineering and building a startup. I identify with that a lot, so I really don't want to fail. I put a like really big level of perfectionism on top of that, which is not good at all. And then also, if we're being really honest, another portion is financial. One of my biggest goals in life is to have financial security, and I do have that for now, but it's the fact that if I'm gonna spend time working on a side project, I'm not necessarily getting paid. Like if I'm thinking in the short term, it definitely makes more sense to just have a software engineering job, but if I'm thinking in the long term and I have a cool idea that I want to work on and going for it, there could be infinite potential upside. Like if the company becomes really successful, I could be really successful, but lots of startups fail. The majority of startups fail. So this has been the thing in the middle of that struggle for a while. This has been a little bit dragged out because for like a month and a half I was in Europe, and then we came back, I moved into my boyfriend's place. A month later we moved into this place, and then we've been traveling. We were just in Seattle. This weekend we're gonna go to Florida for a week, and then we come back, and then 2 weeks after that we're gonna go to the SF to visit one of my friends, and then we come back, and then 2 weeks after that it's Thanksgiving. And this is just life in general, but this is just kind of the state I've been in. All that's been going on is I just have been putting a level of pressure on myself that is unlike any other, because I'm no longer in this structured environment where it's really easy for me to figure out what to do. This is all new to me, so I'm having a hard time getting my footing. I feel a lot better sharing it with you all. That's all I've got to add. Now back to doing my makeup.
This is such a good natural lip. I love it. But yeah, anyway, I just need to get over the what ifs. Like, all the what ifs I run through my head every single moment of my life are always negative. And I think I've said this before, but I've just been raised in like a pretty pessimistic mindset. There's like that saying, it's like if a child is burned in a burning house, it's gonna think the whole world is burning or something like that. I'm probably butchering that quote. The lesson here is stop overthinking. This is what it gets you. Like a hot mess of a thought process and brain and a jumbled up everything. So stop overthinking, focus on the good, and focus on what you should be doing to get you to whatever your North Star is in life. I just need to follow through with that advice that I give people. But yeah, I hope that kind of brought you into how I've been feeling. Hopefully I'll be more consistent. I say that all the time, but it really bugs me when I miss a Monday upload, and I really want to feel more connected and more up to date and just more like I'm doing life in my 20s with you guys. So I hope this is a start of something new. Anyway, welcome to the vlog. We're actually gonna start doing things now. It's been like 23 minutes of this clip, so good luck to editing Marsela. But it's 12:40, so I'm gonna run down to the farmer's market. This is the market fit. I already took a bite off of the cinnamon twist on my way home, couldn't resist. Frozen homemade baos, fresh grape tomatoes. I make a really yummy garlic tomato pasta. It is so good. I was craving it again, so I got some to make that maybe tonight or tomorrow. The last thing that I got was a melon.
What if it frays?
Well, that would suck. I think I could go even a little shorter, but I feel like scissors did their job for today, so I'm just gonna go like this. Let's go to the pottery studio. These are my new sunglasses. These are actually a birthday gift from my boyfriend, a late birthday gift, because we never got around to going to the store. We're now at the pottery studio. Pottery and just any of my hobbies that I've been picking up really been such a big help in like pulling me out of this slump that I was in. Look at the light in our apartment. The sun is getting further over here, but it used to set like over there. Also, our windows got so dirty. I hope we don't lose the sunlight in our apartment. Finished playing tennis and we ordered Thai food. Guys, this has been a few weeks in the making. I've been wanting this since we were in Seattle and we never went because my boyfriend hates me. I'm so excited. It smells so good in here. Oh, yeah. Oh. made some coffee, put on a sweater. I'm gonna spend the rest of my day editing. Even as I'm working, I get the craziest view. Basically sitting at home all day in the same spot, so I needed to get outside. I did my makeup and now I'm going for a bike ride. This is my new bike. Huge thank you to Motor for sending me this bike. It's gonna be such a lifesaver for me for a lot of reasons. Obviously it's an e-bike, so it gives you that boost when you're riding. I want to use it for running errands, living my city girl life, but mainly to go to the pottery studio. The pottery studio is like 3-4 miles away from my house, totally bikeable, but whoa, that was a huge wave. Wow. But as I was saying, I want to use the bike to go to the pottery studio. On the way to the pottery studio, there is just one huge hill. Biking up that is annoying, so I'm so excited to have an e-bike. If you live in a hilly area, very useful for that, or if you have like a really long commute or something like that, super useful. Wow, these waves are insane. I need to take a video. No, that one wasn't that big. But yeah, if you live in a hilly area or if you have a really long commute, it helps speed everything up. It has all these fancy bells and whistles. It lets you like signal turning left and right, or like braking like in a car. I live in LA and these drivers cannot be trusted, so hopefully that'll help me stay safe. And the other thing that I really like, I love the look of it. Look how pretty it is. And if you're like a stat snob, I'll leave some stats on the screen. They might mean something to you, they might not. I think the one stat that means a lot to me is that it has 125 plus miles of range, so I don't have to charge it as often if I'm not like, you know, riding for 125 miles each day. I don't know what else to say. She's perfect. Highly recommend if you're on the e-market. If you're on the market for an e-bike. That's that on that, you guys. Thank you so much to Motor again. I'll leave a link to it in the description. I'm gonna keep watching these waves and I'll see you later. This is all the ingredients. Another thing that would be good is like some fresh herbs if you have it. I just don't have any. And this is also optional. If you don't want it spicy, you don't have to add the red pepper flakes. Oh, I lied. It's not all the ingredients. We need butter or olive oil. I use a mix of both because I like the flavor. guys, it's actually Wednesday morning. We were supposed to be leaving to go to Tampa today, but Hurricane Ian had other plans. It was actually kind of a stressful few days because for a few days it was predicted that the hurricane eye was going to go directly through Tampa, which would have meant very devastating damages in the area where my parents live. And I was pretty stressed out because my parents didn't evacuate. Well, my mom had to stay because she was required to work. I think Hurricane Ian just might have made landfall. Actually, no, it hasn't fully made landfall yet. It is a really scary storm, and it is going to make landfall in Florida, but it'll be south of Tampa. So my parents are kind of out of the huge danger zone. Obviously a lot of rain still, a lot of like potentials for flooding, but there won't be a huge storm surge, which is the part that I was most scared about. Oh, 1 second, my dad's calling me. Okay, I'm back. Talked to my dad a little bit. Things are looking okay. It's early into the storm hitting Florida, but fortunately where they are, just a little bit of rain so far. Hoping that the people at the eye of the hurricane had enough time to prepare and to evacuate, because that storm surge is no joke. Anyway, today I have to call United and try to get our flights rescheduled. Tell me if this makes sense to you. The original flight was LA to Tampa, but now I've got LA to Houston, Washington to Newark, and Newark to Tampa. I'm gonna call them today, try to get those rebooked. I figured I did get a few packages over the last few days I thought I'd share. First one is from Supergoop. I love Supergoop. I recently strayed away from Supergoop and tried a La Poche Rosé sunscreen. It was horrific. I get done doing my makeup and my boyfriend would be like, you have like white streak. It was gross. It was gross, but these are the bad boys I got. I got a big one of the Unseen sunscreen. This is my tried and true. This is my baby. I love this one. But everyone raves about the glow screen, and I'd actually never tried it. So I got a small version because they were having a 20% off sale, and they never really do sales. So I snagged 2, and we'll see how that goes. But yeah, make sure you wear your sunscreen. I like avoided getting this type of slipper for so long just because, I don't know, I never thought they were that cute. But then I got these. These are so comfy. Using them as house slippers. I'll link them below. I resisted for so long, but if you need house slippers, you won't regret it. I also got a few pieces from Revolve. This is actually my first ever Revolve order. I never shop at Revolve because I always feel like it's so expensive. And they do have a lot of luxury brands on there, but they also have affordable or like more affordable stuff. Like all of the stuff that I'm gonna show you is under $100. I got a bunch of tops. First thing that I got is the one that I'm wearing. Love this sweater. It's so soft. It's light, which is perfect for like LA winter or LA fall. It is cropped. It is my favorite colors. Next up, this one's just like a cute little tank top. These cute little hearts. I love the neckline, and it's actually pretty thick itself. I'll link all of these down below, by the way. It's not sponsored, but I do make, if you shop my links, you know how it works. I help a girl out, you know? This is the last more to come piece, I think. This one is a turtleneck. I love the colors. I love the really balloon sleeves. I love bouncy turtlenecks like this. I just think sweaters, you can't ever have enough of them. Next up is this one. This one's one of my favorites because this is really good for going out. It's long sleeve and pretty thick, so it'll keep you warm, but it has this like risque little cutout. This one is from Superdown. Superdown is also like another very affordable brand. This is another sweater. This one is so me. Love the fit of this, and I'm obsessed with the neckline. Last thing that I got from Revolve is this. It probably doesn't look that good when I'm showing it up, but it looks amazing on. It's a bodysuit. It's so gorgeous. It's so flattering. Obsessed with this. Too nice and snug. Those are all the things that I got from Revolve. And the last thing that we got in the mail was our dining table and our dining chairs. Let me show you guys. Ta-da! They're so cute. They're actually not a set, but thankfully it matches perfectly. We love this table especially. The table is amazing. I wanted round table, boyfriend wanted square table. We compromised and we got this, which I think was the perfect decision. There's still like a ton of space to like walk just naturally between the table and the couch over here. We have all the major furniture pieces, I think. So now we can start like figuring out where art is gonna go. I always wait to do the art last because you never know like where to center things, and very excited to do that. But that's the last thing that we got in the mail. I'll also link those below. I feel like the chairs, kind of a bit of a mess. I don't know. I probably wouldn't recommend the chairs a lot, but I do love the table, so you should definitely get the table. The chairs are a great affordable option though, because everything was so expensive. So I kind of destroyed the bows in the steamer because they're kind of packed tight, but they feel good. I'm excited to try them. While we do a taste test, my boyfriend's here watching too.
Where'd you get these?
At the farmer's market.
Oh, nice. I thought they were like TJ's or something.
Homemade.
Nice. How are they?
Pretty good. I'm currently running some errands. I am gonna go to Goodwill. If you remember a couple of vlogs ago, I was trying to donate some things. Went to one that was not accepting donations, but this time I called and this other location is accepting donations. So I need to drop off some Amazon returns, and then I'm gonna go to Trader Joe's, which is right here, to get some groceries. Since we were technically supposed to leave today, we actually had the perfect amount of groceries, so much so that now we're like completely out of all things. So we need to go pick up some miscellaneous things for the next day and a half or so. Home, and I'll give you a little bit of a TJ's haul. I got some chicken breast, hot stickers that I had today, 2 things of tofu, scallion pancake, taki dupes or whatever, some apples. I always get Honey Crisp for my boyfriend, and then I love the Envy apples, these guys, Trek mix, broccoli, onion, a bunch of potatoes, zucchini. Last thing, I got an apple pear combo situation. I wanted to get some fall snacks, but honestly nothing was like really screaming at me. I figured I'd end this vlog with just a quick rundown of this little organization system slash calendar time blocking system that I got from this video. You should definitely watch the video because she'll explain it in depth, but I'm basically following everything that she spoke about. I like the idea of it and I'm gonna give it a try. This is what it looks like. Makes it clear that you only have certain amount of hours each week. If you want to do it all, you need to be really good about sticking to a little bit of a schedule, or just making sure you're self-disciplined enough that you're using your time wisely. And the last thing is that I constantly worry about not being able to do it all or not having time to do it all, or I'm like always stressing, but this lets you prioritize things and schedule them in. I'm super excited to try the system. I'll let you guys know in a couple of weeks how it's going. I think that's gonna be it for this video. I hope you guys feel a little bit more caught up. Definitely expect more work vlogs. I think I got a comment that was like, you're like not relatable now because you don't have work. Like, no, it's not like I just have like extra money to just not be able to work for the rest of my life. That's not it at all. So yeah, anyway, I still work even though I am not working at a company that is paying me. Hopefully in the future I'll be paying me. I'm gonna stop ranting now and I'll let you guys go, but thank you so much for watching and I'll see you in the next one. Subscribe if you haven't already. Bye.